So, has this ever happened to you? Someone asks, "How are you feeling?" And your mind just goes completely blank. You end up saying something like, "I'm fine," or maybe, "just bad." But deep down, there's a lot more going on. You just can't find the right words.
Well, what if I told you there's an actual scientific name for that exact experience? And even better, what if there was a simple map you could use to navigate it all? This isn't just some trivia either. It's a look behind the curtain that might just change how you see yourself. So, let's get into it. This whole lack of words thing. What's the real reason behind that feeling? Let's dig into the why. The word is alexithymia. It literally means a lack of words for emotions. But here's what's so important to understand. It doesn't mean you lack feelings. Oh no, the feelings are definitely there. Alexithymia is that disconnect between what your body is experiencing and your brain's ability to put a precise name on it. And if this sounds familiar, you are so far from being alone. Studies show that about 10% of everyone experiences this, but here's the number that really stopped me in my tracks. For the autistic population, it's as high as 50%. Half. Think about that. This isn't some fringe experience. For people like us, it's a shared reality, and knowing that can be incredibly validating. And this, right here, is why the old advice to just act normal or try to copy other people is such a disaster. As Katrina Martin puts it, forcing these neurotypical social scripts isn't just a waste of time, it can be genuinely damaging. It just goes to show how badly we need a smarter, more affirming way to approach this. And that's really the heart of it. This isn't about trying to change your fundamental personality. It's about getting better tools, plain and simple. It's about finding ways to navigate the world with authenticity. And if you're the kind of person who really values being true to yourself, this is for you.
Okay, so big milestone here. We've put a name to the struggle, alexithymia. Now let's get to that map I was talking about.
Let me introduce you to the feelings wheel. Think of this as a super safe, really practical way to build up your emotional vocabulary. It's a tool designed to take that fuzzy, confusing feeling you have and help you sharpen it into a clear, specific word. And honestly, it's a process that's totally doable, even if you feel like you're starting from square one. Now, for all my analytical thinkers out there, you're going to love this. The feelings wheel is basically a logical framework for your inner world. It helps you organize feelings into core categories, discover way more nuanced emotions underneath them, and build a solid vocabulary for your experiences. It's a system designed to take you from a state of confusion to one of clarity. So, how do we actually use this map? It's way easier than you might think. It really just boils down to a simple 3-step guide. Let's walk through it together. Okay, step 1, you start right in the middle, at the center of the wheel. You just try to identify the big core emotion. Are you feeling basically sad, mad, scared, or joyful? Step 2, you move one ring outward to explore more specific feelings that branch off from that core. And finally, step 3, you move to the outer ring to find the most precise, nuanced word that really nails what you're feeling. See? It's a clear path. All right, theory's great, but let's put it into practice. Let's use that classic example. Someone asks how you're doing, and all you can really say is, I just feel bad. Okay, so we're starting at the center of the wheel. We look at those core feelings, and for that general bad feeling, sad feels like it's in the right ballpark. It's the closest fit. That's step 1, done. Now for step 2, we move out to that next ring. We're asking ourselves, okay, what kind of sad is this? We look at the words connected to sad, and one of them, hurt, feels a little more accurate, right? A little more specific. We're getting closer. And now for the final step, we travel to that outer ring. What kind of hurt are we talking about here? We scan the options, and suddenly a word just clicks. Disappointed. Yes, that's it. That's the exact flavor of this feeling. And look at what just happened. In just a few seconds, using this simple map, you went from that vague, unhelpful "I feel bad" to a very specific and meaningful "I feel disappointed." That's a huge leap in clarity. But here's the secret, the part that almost no one talks about. This is so much more than just a vocabulary lesson. Being able to name your feelings, well, that's the key that unlocks something way, way bigger. To really get this, we have to talk about something that many of us in this community know all too well: masking. It's that constant, exhausting effort of hiding who you really are just to try and fit in. And as we all know, it's a fast track to complete and total burnout.
And this is where it all ties together. Because when you can name your feeling, you can finally advocate for your need. Just look at the difference. I feel bad at this party becomes the noise is making me feel overwhelmed. I'm going to step outside for a few minutes. This project is annoying. Turns into, I feel frustrated by these instructions. Can we go over them together? That specific word gives you the power to ask for a specific solution. It's a total game changer.
So let's be really clear about what's happening here. You're not just learning new words. You are literally building the foundation for a more authentic life. This is a long-term strategy for cutting down on that burnout, for understanding what's going on inside you, and for actually asking for what you need to thrive. But of course, once you've named the feeling, that brings up the next big question, right? Okay, you know you feel disappointed, or overwhelmed, or frustrated. So now what? What do you actually do with that feeling? And while you think about that, if this map was helpful for you, I guarantee you know someone else who's also looking for the words. Do them a favor and share this explainer. You might be handing them a tool they can use for the rest of their life.
For more explainers that make complicated ideas clear and actionable, make sure you follow The Explainer. We're all about breaking down the tools that help you better understand yourself and the world.
If this touched your heart, please subscribe, like, and share it with your family. Save this for more meaningful content ahead.